Ekidnas! Today we're going to learn how to paint an Australian cattle dog, also known as a blue heeler. To paint your dog, you'll need a pencil, an eraser, a permanent marker, your favorite paintbrushes, and of course some paint. I'm going to use the primary colors red, yellow, and blue, as well as black and white. You'll also need a palette. Are you ready to paint, Spike? We're going to start by drawing our dog. The first thing is to draw a small circle for the head. Make sure you don't press too hard on the pencil because we want this underdrawing to be nice and light. The next thing we're going to do is draw a triangle. So starting down here at the bottom, draw 2 lines like this to create a triangle shape. And next, we're going to add the eyes. I like to draw little circles before I shape them into my eyes to get the position just right. And then you can draw a curved line on the top and the bottom, making an eye shape. And next, the nose. I'm going to draw the nose about halfway down my triangle. I think of the nose as being a little bit like a heart, except it doesn't have the point on the bottom. And now it's time for the mouth. Once again, using this triangle, I'm going to find the center and draw a little curve from the center to the edge of the triangle on each side. You might have noticed this also looks like a heart, but this heart is upside down. And to finish off the mouth, I'm going to add the tongue right here in the middle. And let's add a little bit of fur on the top of the head, and then the ears. I like to draw my ears roughly like 2 big triangles because blue heelers have huge ears. Once I'm happy with the position, I can shape them more neatly into an ear shape. And now I'm going to add some more fur around the face. And maybe a bit more fluffy fur under the chin. Yes, Spike, he is looking so cute already. So let's draw the body. I'm going to draw a big S shape here. It's like an S with a tiny little head. And then we'll draw the back, just a curve along here. Yes, Spike, it is kind of like another S. Okay, so let's add some legs. I'm going to start with this leg at the front and get it in the right position, just like this, and then draw the leg at the back. And then you can make those legs as long as you want. If you want to draw a puppy, you can draw slightly shorter legs than if you're drawing an adult dog. And then the toes. It's like drawing 3 little circles. And you can neaten them up just like this and add some claws. And then repeat the same thing with the other leg. And then let's add a bit more fur on the front here and a bit more under the belly. And now it's time to add the back legs. So I'm going to draw a curved line down here and then curve it back in the other direction at the bottom. And this second line curves in the opposite direction before following the same path. And then the leg behind is a little wiggly one. And now we'll repeat the same thing as with the front legs by once again adding our little circle toes. And then you can just neaten those up a little bit and you can draw some claws on the end, just like little pointy triangles. And now for the tail. Blue heelers have a kind of scruffy, pointy tail. And now let's just add a few more details, like pupils in the eyes. And I think I'm going to add a nice big spot over one eye. And then I can add a few more details in the ears. And I'm also going to tidy up my lines just a little bit. And now to add some little spots on the body and some large splotches on the legs and on the tail. Every dog is different, so you can try and make some different markings on your dog. Great! Now I'm ready to start painting. But first, take your eraser and erase any lines you don't need, like the circle and triangle you drew at the beginning. And when you're done with that, and you're happy with your drawing, you're ready to start painting. The first color I want to mix for my dog is an orange-brown. To mix this color, first I'm going to make an orange by mixing a bit of red with some yellow. And then just add the tiniest little touch of black, just a tiny dot, and mix that really, really well to get your orangey brown. I'm going to use this brown to paint inside of my dog's ears. What color do you think I'm going to paint my blue heeler, Spike? Yeah, that's right, Spike. Blue, but it's a special type of blue. To make this color, I'm going to mix a little bit of bright blue with white. And then add just a tiny, tiny, tiny little speck of black. Just a really small amount. And then mix that really, really well. I like this color, but I think it should be a little bit darker. So let's mix in a little bit more blue and a tiny, tiny little bit of black. I think this is the perfect blue. So, I'm ready to start painting. I'm going to start with the head and just do some little strokes around the top to make a furry texture, and then fill in all the sections I want to be this blue. I'm carefully avoiding painting the eye and the patch and anything else that I want to paint a different color. Do you have to paint around all the tiny dots? That's a great question, Spike. No, you can paint right over the top and add those details back in later. So now I'm just going to paint the tail. And once I've covered everything I want with this blue, I'm going to add a tiny little bit more black to create a darker version of this color that I'm going to use to paint some shadows. So I'll paint a shadow underneath the body of the dog on the back leg and anywhere else that I think needs a bit of shading. So a touch on the tail and a little bit under the chin. And this just makes your dog look a bit more three-dimensional. What do you think we're going to do next, Spike? That's right, we're going to add some more details. So I'm mixing an even darker blue for my spots. And I can still see the pencil lines underneath the paint, so I'm just painting a dot wherever I see those marks. And I can make this shadow a bit darker and even add a few more details on the face. And now for the spot. I'm being very, very careful while I paint around this eye. And now let's mix a lighter version of this grey for the legs. I just want to paint some little grey dots, so I'm leaving these legs mostly white and just adding a few details. And now for some final touches. I'm going to paint around the ears with this dark grey. Be very careful when you do this. And then I'm going to paint around the other one. And I'll add some little shadows inside the ears. I haven't forgotten the tongue, Spike. That's why I'm mixing this pink. And with that, my colours are done. So now I'm going to add some more details with a marker. Just very carefully trace around the pencil lines that you made before. Now I'm going to go around the edges and make some fur on the top of the head. And now I'm going to outline the eyes and add a little bit of detail. And then the same thing with the mouth and the tongue. And then I'm going to keep tracing around all of the lines that I left in my original drawing, all around my dog. Do you have to use a permanent marker to do this? That's a good question, Spike. Not necessarily. You could do this with a texter or a felt tip pen. So I'm just adding a few more little details and then finishing off my dog with a fluffy tail. And I think my blue heeler looks just about done, but I'd like to add a few more details. So I'm just going to add a little bit of fur in a few different places and darken these spots. And there it is, a blue heeler. But blue heelers are not always blue. So what colour did you paint your dog, Spike? That's a great painting, Spike. So whether you painted a blue heeler like me or a red heeler like Spike, I hope you had a great time doing your painting. Thanks for crafting with us today. See you next time.